Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, class. Good morning, Aryan.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. How is everybody doing?
Ma'am, nice.
Good.
Yes, ma'am.
And how is Ojasvi Didi Divyanshi? Divyan, sorry. How is Ojasvi Didi?
Ma'am, fine.
She's good?
Yes.
Okay. Must be happy, no?
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. Okay. What about Arush, Rakshit? Rakshit, what about your Didi? Is she happy or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good. I think yesterday we started with the new chapter of history, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Can you name the chapter, please? Akshat?
Yes, ma'am.
Akshat, are you there?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning, uncle. Akshat Sharma, are you there? I think he's sleeping.
I can tell the chapter name.
What is the name of the chapter? Please tell.
Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution.
Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Very good. Okay. So what did I tell you in the chapter in the beginning? Anything that any one of you can tell, those who were there yesterday in the class? Huh? Ankur?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell, what did I tell you about this chapter in the beginning?
In the beginning,
Yes.
ma'am, you were asking about socialism, Paul.
And you told about capitalism.
I told you about, can you be little clear?
Ma'am, capitalist and
Okay, what else did I tell you? Hmm?
ma'am, liberals, radicals, and conservatives.
What was there?
Ma'am, liberals, conservatives, and radicals.
Radicals, very good. Liberals, conservatives, and radicals, very good. So, who were these conservatives? If anybody of you remembers?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Adarsh.
Morning, ma'am.
आप बताओ.
What you said, can you repeat?
I am asking that my question was, because not everyone has not joined, so just a recapitulation that what we did yesterday. So I asked the students, those who were there, that what is the name of the chapter, and then I asked them that what I told them yesterday. So Divyansh told me that we read about, like, I told them about capitalism. Then I also told them about conservatives, liberals. So I'm asking that who were conservatives? Others, do you remember?
Ma'am, I remember.
Okay, Prachi remembers.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell.
Ma'am, conservatives were the ones who did not wanted to bring the change. Ma'am, like they used to say that they want to respect the past customs.
Yes, these were the people who wanted to have the old traditional practices going on, right? And for them, what were the old traditional practices, if you remember?
Ma'am, the nobility no vote, only the birth.
Monarch.
Hmm. Yes, monarch, very good. Monarchy to be in power throughout. Autocracy, they wanted autocracy should be there so that they remain in power. They have the powers in their hands. Very good, very good. I think maximum have joined, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we'll continue from the reading part.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Okay, I think last two paragraphs are left for that particular topic, isn't it?
Ma'am, the last. Second
Yes,
last
ma'am.
we have done.
Okay, the last paragraph, right. Right, can we have others reading?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. The last paragraph. Others, you are not audible, beta.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Huh. Acha, by the time he comes with this book, tell me how many of you are cricket fans? Just raise your hand on the screen. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am. Actually, I was disconnected. I joined again.
कोई बात नहीं बेटा, कोई बात नहीं. Okay, only 3 are cricket fans. Okay, how many of you are Dhoni's fan? Okay, again 3. You know today is what?
I'm Dhoni's birthday.
Okay, very good. Yes, it is Mahendra Singh Dhoni's birthday today. Very good, 7th of July. Good. Fine.
Ma'am,
Others,
from such
huh?
ma'am, from such differing ideas, ma'am, 1.2.
Yes. From here only. No, above 1.2. From here you have to read.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Above
Huh.
1.
Yes, others.
Such differing ideas about social change clashed during the social and political turmoil that followed the French Revolution. The various attempts at revolution and national transformation in 19th century helped define both the limits and potential of the political tendencies in industries and
No, wait, others. Now I will explain and then we will read. Okay. Now talking about the industrial society and the social changes. Now, what was this industrial society and social changes? We all know industrial revolution was on by that time, and because of this industrial revolution, several social and economic changes took place. Now, what were these changes? First of all, new cities came up. There have been several examples where industrialization happened and several new cities came up. London, you know about London, no? Where is London? Do you know? Class?
Ma'am,
ma'am,
Europe,
England.
ma'am, Britain.
Yes. Very good. And London was one such city which came up because of the industrialization, right? London was a city that came up only because of the industrialization. Then talking about, आपने मैनचेस्टर का नाम सुना होगा,
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? Then India mein, when we talk about India, India mein Bombay you must have heard of, Chennai, Madras, Kolkata. These cities, Shimla, these cities were developed by the British, right? Because of the industrialization, British wanted to, establish industries, factories over here in India, so that they could, extract the raw material, and that raw material could be supplied to European industries, right? So in India also several new cities came up because of this industrialization. Because urbanization was taking place, people were migrating from the remote village areas or from the countryside to the cities or the towns, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, many because of these new cities, people were coming out from their native places to have a business or a job. Because of this, because of industrialization, we all know new industries and factories also came up into existence. Then, because of this, railways also expanded, right? Right, class?
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, I had a question.
Yes, Bita, please ask.
Ma'am, because ma'am, 2 days before there was 4th July. 4th July, ma'am, it was the Independence Day of America. Ma'am, who used to rule America after that it got independence? Ma'am, who was the
Britain,
ruler?
Britain.
Oh.
It was Britain.
Ma'am, Britain everywhere.
Exactly. This was the English power, no? And when we talk of countries, Britain was not a country at all. Today, what do you do after your classes? If you are feeling bored, just search on Google how Britain came into existence. You will get to know the whole story, right?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Ma'am, they wanted to rule on everyone.
Actually, their existence was because of this only. They could exist only because of the fact that they were so powerful that they did not that everybody had to surrender, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, because of the new cities, because of the industries and the factories that were set up, and people were migrating to the towns and the cities, it made, men, women, children, all to work together. Everybody was into job. Like everybody wanted to work, and because the people were more to work, so the wages that they were getting, the salaries that you say, the wages that they were getting, they were quite poor. Like they were not having very good wages. They had very poor wages, and these from out of these wages, they were not even able to, support their support themselves. It was just that they were hand to mouth. Rest nothing they could do. I hope it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And moreover, the living conditions, the areas, the places where they were living, they were also very poor. They were living in, like if I talk about complete Europe, they were living in congested areas. They were living, in one small room. There were 10 to 12 people who were accommodated. So this was something. And then, because of so many people, coming to the cities or the towns, it gave birth to several crimes, several unhygienic conditions, and people were falling sick. It also gave birth to diseases, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, because of the several industries that came up, so when industries were more and labor was also more, the demand for the people also went down. Like because everybody was into job, men, women, children, everybody was into job. So the demand for the goods which were being produced in the industries or in the factories, that went down, that came down. So because of this, what happened? Unemployment prevailed. What happened?
Ma'am, unemployment prevailed.
Yes, fine. Now, because of this, you know, the liberals, those who were there, and the radicals, those who were there, they, both liberals and radicals, were the property owners and the employers. Like they were the ones who had properties with them, and they were the ones who employed people also. Then, but these people, those who were there, they opposed the privileges of the old autocracy. Autocracy, I told you yesterday, that where, you know, a person had the complete control of the state, of the region, of the country. So these liberals and radicals, though they were the property owners and the employers, still they did not like the idea of privileges that prevailed since the, you know, since ages, and especially the autocracy that was there. Then talking, they also felt that, you know, if freedom of individual was given to these, to the ones who had money with them, they may, you know, develop both the labor, right? They may help out these labors,
Yes, ma'am.
and they may develop to a large extent. Then they also wanted, you know, revolution should put an end to the autocracy. Like in France, revolution happened and the Bourbon dynasty was removed, National Assembly prevailed, constitution came, and everything, like the country was, a country was being ruled by the directory, right? By the law, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Now, these liberals and radicals, they also, like, you know, many of the nationalists which were there, like if we talk about the French Revolution, we saw middle class rising up, especially the ones who were, you know, thinkers, who were intellectuals, who were educated, highly educated. These people, they, like, you know, just like what happened in France before revolution, in Russia also, many of the nationalists, they came up and they talked about the nation states, where all the citizens would have equal, what? When the country becomes a nation state in France, when it became, what people had? Equal rights or unequal rights?
Ma'am, unequal rights.
Equal rights. They had equal rights, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope this much is clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Then talking of the coming of socialism in Europe. Now, by middle of 19th century, the idea of socialism flourished throughout the Europe. Now, what was this socialism? What were the ideas and who were these socialists? And what exactly they meant by being socialists? आपको पता है? Anybody who would like to tell this to me? Children?
And what?
Who were socialists, or who are socialists?
Ma'am, they were the people who fought for the country's rights.
Yes, they were the people, but rights were something different. They were more concerned about something else. What was their concern?
Ma'am, religion.
No, 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 no.
Ma'am, properties
Yes.
of the
And
rich.
they were against private property.
Yes, very good, Divyansh. They were against private property. They were against individual ownership. They were against selfish personal gains. These were the three things that they did not approve of. Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Right. Very good. So now, because they were against the private property, they were against individual ownership, they were against the selfish personal gains. So what exactly they wanted? They wanted that a society as a whole should control the property. Like everyone should have its share in it. Then welfare of the people was most important for them, especially the ones who were working, right? Like suppose I own an industry, fine. Am I working in that industry? I am not working. I am the owner. I have, hired people to work for me. So because I am the owner, because I was a privileged person, because I had property with me, I had money with me, so I could set up an industry. But actual profit that I am getting, it is all because of the labor that is working for me, the people who are working for me. So their concern was that those people who are working for the owner or for the entrepreneur, they should also be benefited. Whatever profits the owner is, earning, uh, some part of that, at least if not major, if you at least say uh, 25% or 50% at least should be given to the people who are working for the owner, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Then they also believed that it should be a collective gain. Like if I am getting benefited by the production that I am into because of my workers, so if it is my gain, then it should be their gain as well. Like if I am earning, they should also be in the position of earning. I hope this is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Pakka?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Fine. Then they also were, concerned about the collective social interests. Like whatever the interest of the people were, they were main concerned about that. They wanted that what people wanted, that should be given priority than what the owners want, right? See, it is a very simple
Yes, ma'am.
it is a very simple philosophy. See, if my people are happy, they will work for me happily, and I will be having more profit. If they are not happy, if they are unhappy, they will not work with their heart and soul, and what will happen? The gains will not be there, right? So if I want to flourish, I need to ensure that that my people are also flourishing along with me. They are also getting benefited by what I am getting benefited with, right? Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
This was a very simple, philosophy on which these people wanted to work, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, by the mid of the 19th century, the ideas of the socialism, they spread up throughout the Europe, right? Now, why these socialists, those who were there, why they were against private property, why they were against individual ownership, why they were against selfish personal gain? There were reasons of it. First reason was they felt that the money that a person owns is the root of all the evils. जितनी भी बुराइयां हैं, जितनी भी गलत काम है, उनका जो मेन कॉज है, that is money, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then private ownership that was there, it gave work to the people, not because they were in need, only because, I hope I am audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
They,
Yes, ma'am.
they did not give them work because
Yes, ma'am.
they wanted to help people. They gave them work because they had self motives, because they knew that if these people will work for them, they will only gain profits from their work, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then those people who were the who were the private property owners, or the ones who were into who were the employers, those who were giving jobs to the people, they never thought of collective social interest. Like their interest was only in making money, 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 and they did not give a thought to the process that these people, those who are working for them, maybe they are also in need of something, so they were never interested in that. So this was the main reason. These three were the main reasons why the socialists, they were completely against the private property, individual ownership, and the personal gains. I hope I am clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Right?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us read now. Fine. I think this way it is better, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now talking of the what kind of vision these socialists had. Like these socialists, they had, different vision for future. Many of them, like some of them, they wanted to establish cooperative societies. Others wanted to have cooperatives. Others, other socialists, those who were there, they felt that the cooperatives cannot be on wide scale by an individual, and then government needs to encourage these people. Like alone, an individual cannot go for cooperative work. It has to be a collective work. By with the support of the government, it needs to be ensured that everybody is getting benefited, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then, as
Yes,
I
ma'am.
told you yesterday, that we'll be reading about Karl Marx and, uh, Frederick Engels. These two were the people who, felt that the industrial societies were capitalized, and the capitalists profited by the work of the labor. Like those, I told those who were the capitalists were the people who were, the industry owners are the ones who were a businessman, rich businessman, who controlled the economy of the country. So Karl Marx and Frederick Engels, they felt that the industrial society, because it is in the hands of the capitalists, so if the capitalists are only getting profits from it, so the workers, they remain poor, right? Owner is earning good amount of money, but the laborers, those who are working for the owners, they are not getting even an inch of the profit that they are getting, right? So Karl Marx believed, he his vision was that the capitalists, those who are there, they should be thrown out. They should not be in existence at all, and new society should be formed where property is equally distributed among the people, those who are working. The money, the land that is there, it should be equally divided among the people, those who are working for the those who are working for the capitalists. Then they also thought of, forming a communist society, right? Now this communist society was something that was to be naturally occurring in the future, right? Right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
This
Yes,
much is
ma'am.
clear and
Ma'am.
understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now there were many people who चलो पहले इतना टॉपिक्स इतना पढ़ लें हम, ये सपोर्ट फॉर सोशलिज्म हम बाद में पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है? राइट?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Hope everything is clear and understood up till here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us have Arush Pratap reading. Arush, are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Chaliye. Read.
Ma'am, I was disconnected in between. Can you tell from where I've been?
Page 26, 1.2, society, industrial society and social change.
Industrial society and social change. These political trends were signs of a new time. It was a time of profound social and economic changes. It was a time when new cities come up and new industries, religions developed, railways expanded, and the Industrial Revolution occurred.
Next, can we have Adarsh reading?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Adarsh.
Industrialization brought men, women, and children to factories. Work hours were often long and wages were poor. Unemployment was common, particularly during times of low demand for industrial goods.
बेटा
Housing and
एक चीज आई वुड लाइक टू इंटरप्ट. ये जब लो डिमांड ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल गुड का टाइम वो होता था, जैसे ना आपने देखा होगा कुछ काम होते हैं वो सीजनल होते हैं, कुछ होते हैं जो थ्रू आउट द ईयर होते रहते हैं. तो जब सीजनल काम नहीं होते थे उस टाइम पे वेजेस बहुत लो होती थी और अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बहुत ज्यादा प्रिवेल करता था. ठीक है, कैरी ऑन.
Okay.
Yes.
Housing and sanitizing were problems since towns were growing rapidly. Liberals and radicals searched for solution to these issues. Almost all industries were property of individuals. Liberals and radicals themselves were often property owners and employers, having made their wealth through trade or industrial ventures. They felt that such efforts should be encouraged, that its benefits would be achieved if the workforce in the economy was healthy and citizens were educated. Opposed to the privileges, the old aristocracy had by birth, they firmly
It
believed
is
in
aristocracy,
the
I think.
yes, ma'am,
Old
aristocracy.
aristocracy had by birth. They. हाँ. चलो wait Adarsh, can we have Rakshit Solanki reading?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Rakshit, please read beta. Rakshit, from where he has left, please read beta. Rakshit, are you there? Abhi? हाँ.
1 minute.
Yes, okay, Rakshit.
Firmly believed in the value of individual effort, labor and enterprise. If freedom of individual was if freedom of
Ensured.
individual was ensured,
Ensured.
if the poor could labor and those with capital could operate without
Restraint.
restraint, they believed that societies would develop. Many working men and women who wanted changes in the world rallied, railed, rallied around liberal and radical groups and parties in the early 19th century. Some nationalist liberals and radicals wanted revolutions to put an end to the kind of government established in Europe in 1850. In France, Italy, Germany, and Russia, they became revolutionary and worked to overthrow existing monarchs. Nationalists talked of revolutions that would create nations. They all citizens
Would have equal
would
rights.
have equal rights.
Okay,
After
wait. Now see, uh, what if I talk about revolutionaries in India, whom would you name? Anybody in the class? अगर हम क्रांतिकारियों की बात करते हैं, रेवोल्यूशनरीज करते हैं, तो इंडिया में क्रांतिकारी थे. Yes.
And Mahatma Gandhi.
Was he a revolutionary? No. Bhagat Singh was a revolutionary. Chandrasekhar Azad was a revolutionary. Right?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Mahatma
Sukhdev,
Gandhi believed in non-violence.
हाँ, he believed in non-violence. Revolutionaries जो थे, ये तो बस करो, कुछ भी करके जो है बस अपने काम, जो जो उनका मोटिव था उसको वो लोग लेना चाहते थे. ठीक है. तो जैसे इंडिया में when we talk of the revolutionaries, there are several names that come to our mind. Just like that, throughout the Europe, several dynasties were there, several kingdoms were there, which were ruling, some or the other part of the countries. Like they have specified countries, names of France, Italy, Germany, and Russia. Like if we talk about, France, we all know that Bourbon dynasty was there. So revolutionaries in France, the revolutionaries, those who were there, like if I talk of Jacobians were like revolutionaries only. Then there were many people, Rousseau, John Locke, these were the intellectuals who, who spreaded, who tried to, spread up the ideas of, government, social contract, laws that were there, so that, these people, the country could be run on specific rules and regulations. So just like that, Germany also, there were many people in Germany, those who wanted to have a unified Germany. Germany was divided into parts where different people, different kingdoms, different, provinces were there, where people were ruling over the various areas. Just in Italy also, Italy was divided into 6 parts, 6 provinces, where different rulers were ruling. Then Russia also, Tsar was there, right? So people, many revolutionaries were there who wanted to have a society, a country, a nation state where the laws are equal for everyone and everybody has the rights. Okay, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Like they are telling here, after 1815, Giuseppe Mazzini, an Italian nationalist, conspired with others to achieve this in Italy. Italy को nation state बनाने के लिए Giuseppe Mazzini, when you'll come to class 10th, you'll read about Giuseppe Mazzini, right? फिर ओटो वन बिस्मार्क थे जिन्होंने जर्मनी के यूनिफिकेशन के लिए काम करा, ठीक है? फिर आपका जो फ्रांस में हमें पता ही है किस तरीके से रेवोल्यूशन जो है वो हुआ. फिर अगर हम रशिया की बात करते हैं, रशिया में आपका लेनिन, व्लादिमीर लेनिन जो थे, he was the one who initiated the revolutions, जिससे कि रशिया को जार से फ्री करवाया जा सके, किंग के रूल से हटाया जा सके और इक्वल लॉज, इक्वल राइट जो है वो इस्टेब्लिश हो सके. ठीक है? सो नेशनलिस्ट एल्सवेयर इंक्लूडिंग इंडिया रेड दिस हिज राइटिंग्स, मतलब जो भी इन लोगों की राइटिंग्स थी उनको जो है सब लोगों ने पढ़ा और उससे काफी इंस्पायर हुए. राइट क्लास?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Now, the coming up of socialism to Europe. Can we have Prachi reading?
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. 1.3, the coming of socialism in Europe.
Yes, ma'am. I'm actually, I was settling myself.
Okay, fine.
The coming of socialism to Europe. Perhaps one of the most far-reaching visions of how society should be structured was socialism. By the mid-19th century in Europe, socialism was a well-known body of ideas that attracted widespread attention. Socialists were against private property and saw it as the root of all social ills of the time. Why? Individuals owned the property that gave them employment, but the property were concerned only with personal gain and not with the welfare of those who made the property productive. So, if the society as a whole rather than single individuals controlled property, more attention would be paid to collective social interests. Socialists wanted this change and campaigned for it. How could a society without property operate? What would be the basis of the socialist society? Socialists had different visions of the future. Some believed in the idea of cooperatives. Robert Owen, 1771 to 1858, a leading English manufacturer, sought to build a cooperative community called New Harmony in Indiana, USA. Other socialists felt that cooperatives could not be built on a wide scale only through individual initiative. They demanded that governments encourage cooperatives. In France, for instance, Louis Blanche, 1813 to 1882, wanted the government to encourage cooperatives and replace capitalist enterprises. These cooperatives were to be associations of people who produced good together and divided profit according to the work done by members. Karl Marx, 18, yes, ma'am. Karl Marx, 1818 to 1883, and Friedrich Engels, 1820 to 1895, added other ideas to this body of arguments. Marx argued that industrial society was capitalist. Capitalists owned the capital invested in factories, and the profit of capitalists was produced by workers.